Hi guys, here I am stuck in this NetBeans project. The last time I worked on this project, everything was working very well. I presume it's because I've updated to NetBeans, Apache NetBeans, which is NetBeans 11, and I'm also using JDK 11. I don't think that's the problem because this is quite a known problem with NetBeans. I'm trying to open this dialog here, and you would see that something happened with the way NetBeans opens my graphical user interface, and you will see that I have this error here, which is something to do with loading some of the components in um, some of the swing components in my NetBeans graphical user interface designer. So I'm not going to go into the depth of what this error stands for, but all I can see here is I have about 4 components. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there are 4 components. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have about 4 components that I believe they are corrupt for some reasons, and that's all I would like to put your attention to, because I'm going to show you how um, fix this, how to fix this if it's been giving you trouble. So first of all, we're going to have to see what component is giving us trouble. Error loading component, JDialog. It's a JDialog cards panel. This is where the problem is happening. This is a JDialog that I'm trying to open, and I have a cards panel as layout, and in that layout I'm trying to load this panel here, which is a composition panel. Which is called composition panel, and when I look here I will see that I have my composition panel here. So I'll know that the composition panel, this one, has a problem, item details panel has a problem, stock details panel has a problem, and the sales details panel have a problem. So if I solve the problems with those panels, perhaps this error will go away, and then we will be good to go. So what I'm going to show you how I fix this. I'll show you fixing one of the panels, and then you just need to repeat the same steps for all other components that you're having problem with. Basically, what we need to do is very simple. Let me just say view only. I don't want to mess up with whatever is in there. View only. So we've seen that one of the panels is a composition panel, which is this one here. Basically, what I need to do is to copy everything in this panel and create a new panel and paste it in there, and then rename that panel the exact name of this panel here. That's all you need to do. We need to copy all the items, all the components on this panel and paste it into a new panel. Basically, we're creating a new panel. So something is corrupt somewhere. So what we do, we're creating a new panel that we're going to give all these components that's on this panel and rename it, and that way we shall have solved the problem. But anyway, let's see how to do it. You can do it manually, or if you have Git, you can do it the way I'm going to show you with Git. Perhaps let me do 2 components, I mean 2 panels, so I can show you how to do it manually and with Git. So manually, let's start with manually, because I know not everyone will have Git installed or be using Git, even though it's something that every developer should be using right now. So the manual way would be, I go to one of the panel, I saw it was the composition panel that needs to be fixed. I'll go to it, I'll right click on it, copy it, and then I'll paste a new one. I'll make sure I use paste refactor copy, and then it's going to rename it, adding 1 on it to make it unique, so that the name is not the same as the old one. I'll refactor copy, and I'll have that new one. So now I have 2 of those. I have the old one, which is the composition panel, and the new one with the 1 appended to it. One might ask me, why don't you just rename it? Okay, renaming it means it's going to mess up with all areas of code where this is referenced. So it means I'm changing the name. I don't want to do that. I want to fix the file, and wherever the file is referenced, I don't want to mess up with the name. I don't want to go into messing up with what the name was. Okay, I don't want to change the name, and then after I fix the file, and then I have to go and look for where all the names, where all that file was referenced, where the name had been changed, and then rename it. So what I do, I rename it, sorry, I create a copy of it, and then that way I don't mess with wherever this file is being referenced. Okay, so what I do, I then come to this and delete it. Yes, I delete it. All right, I delete it. Don't check this one here. Don't check this safely delete with usage search. We don't want to mess up where it's referenced. We just are deleting the file. So I delete the file, and then I go again to create a new panel. It was a panel. So the component that I'm fixing was a panel, so I'm creating a new panel, and I will name it the exact name of the old panel, composition. It's composition panel, composition panel, and then create. So now that I've recreated this file, my other task is to go into the one into the old panel where all the other components are, and I need to copy all these components on that file and then paste them onto the new created panel. If I'm doing it manually, in fact, I'm doing it manually now, but if I wanted to do it using Git, I'll show you with another panel, by the way, but let me just show you. If I wanted to do it the Git way, I'll go to this file, since I just created it now, composition panel. I'll go to source. You will see that Git already sees this file, and it can see that we messed up with some of the items from this file and we deleted it. So I can just go back and put back whatever that was there initially without even needing me to copy stuff manually myself. I'll just do this, and everything that was in this file would be reinstated with Git. Okay, so this is the Git way. This is the Git way. This is the Git way. Anyway, this is the Git way. So this way you can reinstate each and every code that was in the file initially before you copied it. But I mean initially before you deleted it. Okay. So anyway, the manual way, you go to the new one that you created, the one that you renamed initially. You copy everything, try to make sure you bring everything all together. In fact, if you cannot be able to copy these things from here, these items, components, whatever they're called, from here, you can use the navigation. Okay, you can use the navigation window, and then be able to copy all the components from there. If you don't have this navigation window there, you can go to your window and then navigation and click on that, then it will come on the side here. So I can go to the navigation. Let me see if I have any other component. Yeah, I have any other component there, but I'll copy all the items on this panel, copy them, and then go to my new composition panel and then paste them. Okay, so I've pasted everything in here, and if I can go to the navigation, you'll see that we have everything here. But remember, we had a group of buttons in the other components, so I'll have to go back and go to my navigation, copy it, copy this other group of component, and then come to my new composition panel, into the navigation, and paste it just there. Okay, so everything that was on the other panel has been successfully copied to the new panel, and what we left to do is to go into the source of the panel and try and copy all the methods. Okay, copy all these methods, and then go to your new panel, go to source, and then paste all these methods. Okay, we paste all the methods in there. Make sure there's no error. We have some error here. Something didn't come back nicely, so I'll try to use Git here. Something didn't come back nicely. Something didn't come back nicely. We can what can we do? Let me just see what's the problem here. Private method, what's that? Is already defined. So we already have this method. I think we had already reinstated it using Git, so we were creating it for the second time. Let's see, back button action performed. back button action performed. It's already here, so we do not need to redefine it. That's what the error was. But actually, basically what it is try as much as you can to see that if you're going to do it manually, do it manually. Don't mix Git and manual, or else you'll have to go through all the code and see that you're not redefining any methods that were already defined. So this is it, guys. I've finished copying all my components from the old panel to the new one. What is left now is to compile this panel, which is here, composition panel. I compile it, and after I compile it, I want to go back to my dialog, open it, and see if it's still complaining about that composition panel. Yes, it's still complaining about others, but you will check there were 4, 1 is gone. So we fixed 1, so we left with 3. 1, 2, 3. Initially when we started, there were 4 panels that it was complaining about. So this is the same process. Okay, you do it the Git way, you do it the manual way, it doesn't matter, whichever way you decide to do it. The point is, like that, you can be able to solve this problem, which is a very big NetBeans problems, most especially when you're doing Swing using NetBeans graphical user interface designer. This is a problem that you normally face many times. So knowing how to deal with it when you see it as something that could save you hours of researching what needs to be done. In other words, this is you just need to create a new panel. If it's a panel, whichever component it is, remember it can be any type of component. It could be a frame, it could be a panel, it could be any other component that it's complaining about. All you have to do is you recreate that component, you create a new one, copy the items, components from the old component that you're fixing, and paste it into the new one, and that's it. Then the problem will be solved. For the lack of time, I would have done all these other 3 with you so you can see that this error goes away. But anyway, that's it. There's nothing else that I'm going to be showing you, unless apart from repeating what I've just shown you right now, which you can do in 2 ways, either Git or manually. For that, I hope this video helped you and it helped you save time. And if it did, please, man, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to leave a like. You can also share this video if it's meaningful, and I would also like to hear you talk about it and how it helped you in the comments down below. So peace, guys. That's it for today. Until I see you again, peace. I'm out.